Welcome to the 5th episode of Beyond Retirement Learning Series. This is sponsored by Senior Edge Legal, and I'm Susan Graham, a certified elder law attorney based in Boise, Idaho. This is going to take approximately 20 minutes today, and the topic is professionals you need on your team. I know your goal is to gather information and also see if I might be an appropriate member for your team. And my goal is threefold: to give you information to help you have a secure future, and to provide free legal forms to anyone who wants those, and also show you how you can meet with me. At the end of this, or any time along the way, you can always complete the evaluation form at the end, and then just submit that. And when you do that, those free legal forms will be available to you. Now today we're going to talk about the professionals you need on your team. Absolutely, you need some three basic people. You need an attorney, a financial advisor, and a tax professional. And the reason you need a team is because this is kind of complex once you start looking at all the aspects of estate planning. Because we're looking at the law, the taxes, insurance, the dynamics of your family, and your own personal goals. When you have an attorney, that individual needs to understand you and your family and your circumstances and what you want to accomplish, and then know how to put all that together to create the appropriate documents to help you accomplish your plan. A financial advisor is somebody who knows what you have, what you want to accomplish, and what your tolerance is for risk and what your timelines are. So that's another critical person on your team. You also need a tax professional. I believe you need a CPA. I'm finding that they're the very best ones to keep you engaged at a level that maximizes the dollars for your family and reduces the amount of tax and also the headaches. But they too need to know what your goals are, and they can keep you up to date in terms of the changes in the law. You need some other people on your team. You need someone who knows about insurance, and you may need some different insurance people. I'm talking about life insurance. Life insurance may be appropriate for you to have to pay off certain debts when you die, or to provide a little extra nest egg for your family, or to pay taxes. It depends on, again, what your circumstances are. Another aspect for insurance is health insurance. That's become more complex as time goes by. And once you're over 65 and on Medicare, you need a supplemental in health insurance policy. So again, I encourage you to work with a health insurance professional rather than trying to figure that out yourself on the web. And then there's also long-term care insurance. Long-term care insurance pays for care in your home, assisted living, or skilled nursing care. Once you pass 65, the statistics say you have a 70% chance of needing care in your home, assisted living, or skilled nursing care. Now, none of us want to be in that 7% category, but it happens, unfortunately, pretty frequently. So it's appropriate to at least look at long-term care insurance and seeing if you can qualify and if you can afford those payments. Another professional that you may want to consider is a trust officer, a trust bank, a professional trustee. What I'm talking about is if you become too ill to manage your finances or you die, who do you want to have do the work to be sure your wishes are followed, that all of the bills are paid, and that the money is actually distributed the way you want? And if you want funds managed beyond your death, for instance, for a child or a grandchild who is quite young, or of another family member or friend who you're leaving money to, who has some real tough times, they have a tough time holding on to money, so they're in bankruptcy, and they're in poor relationships, or they have drug and alcohol problems, you may really seriously want to have a professional trustee manage that for you. And they're available in some of the banks in this community. Not every bank has a trust department. They have to meet certain state and federal standards to be a professional trustee. Then also think about, if you're in that place of your life, do you need a care manager? A care manager is somebody who's a professional to help figure out if you need help in your home or you need to be in a facility. What do you really need? If you want to stay in your home, they actually come to your home and they evaluate you and the people that are helping you. And I don't mean this is like, a high school exam or anything like that. They just want to observe your circumstances and your abilities and the relationship you have of the people that are helping support you, and see what can be done, if anything, to improve your living circumstances so you can live safely and independently at home for as long as you choose. And then, if should that be no longer possible, they can help figure out what is a good place and what is a good resource for the next level of care, whether it's, again, assisted living, independent living in a retirement home, or skilled nursing care. And they look at not only you and your needs, but also the people who are providing support for you to see that that works for everybody. They also can help, they will hire the people for you, and they will oversee those people, in terms of spot checks, and be certain that they're doing the right thing. They don't actually provide that care, but they know the resources in the community. Also, those people, these professional care managers, can be available to be a health agent for you, or at least a support for you. So when you need to go to doctor's appointments, if you don't have a friend or a family member who goes with you, they can do that. And if, God forbid, you end up in the emergency room at 2 in the morning, no matter what day of the year it is, including Christmas, they can go with you. So it's really a great additional resource for many families. Lastly, if you are interested in making major philanthropic gifts, you may want to talk to a planned giving specialist. What I'm talking about, sometimes people want to give significant monies to their college or to other nonprofits, and there are ways you can do that are incredible tax benefits to you and also leave a legacy to these places that you care about. So those are some other professionals that you may want to have on your team. Lastly, how do you select a team member? Well, the first thing you need to look at is, do they really have the skills that you need? So what I'm talking about, you need to look at their qualifications. For instance, I'm a certified elder law attorney. That means I had to go through additional steps and take exams and do certain things to stay current. And also means I had to have practiced in this area of the law for a minimum length of time. So you want to see, what are their skills? What are their qualifications? Do they have the right degrees and expertise? In addition, how long have they been doing this? Has it been like 6 months, or has it been 6 years or 20 years? Look at, see what they've been doing. And now you can even look on the web, on the internet, and get some other evaluations of these people. You also want to find out, how do they get paid? What's the compensation rate? Is it a flat fee? Is it an hourly fee? Is it a percentage fee? Do they get paid by the people that they sell products for you, such as certain insurance things? So it's just, you need to be informed about how everybody's working. And then you need to, lastly, see, how do they work with a team? Do they have other team members that they're working with? Because this is a team project. No one person is going to know all the answers. I don't know all the answers. I have other professionals that I refer to when I bump into problems on behalf of my clients. I don't know the answers, but I know people to call who have those answers, or that client already has those team members that I can contact them. So you do need professionals on your team. You need a lot of these. At a minimum, you need an attorney who knows about the area of the law that you're concerned with. Because remember, we talked before about the 3 pillars of estate planning. What's your current situation? What do you want to accomplish? What kind of plans help you get there? and then implementing and keeping those plans up to date. So that, that in itself is a fairly broad and complex task. But then there are the associated aspects of what do we do with your money? How do you have enough money now for the lifestyle you want to live and your future and for the people you leave behind you? So that's why you need a financial advisor. And then again, at a minimum, you need a tax person, a tax professional who can help you avoid pitfalls and actually pay the minimum taxes that are allowed under the law and keep you safe, keep you so that you still stay in compliance because the tax laws change, unfortunately, very frequently. And then you need the second ring of professionals, the insurance people, and perhaps a professional trustee to handle things when you're not capable of it. And at some point, you may want to look seriously at a care manager and also the plan giving specialist if you have a charitable bent and assets that you want to leave to charity. Well, I want to thank you for listening to this. I will tell you that the next topic is going to be death administration. What do we do when someone dies? With a plan, without a plan, and show you how that process works. I want to remind you to complete that evaluation form at the bottom of the page. If you decide you should want to visit with me, someone from my office will contact you and ask you a series of questions to see if we are potentially a good fit. I appreciate your taking the time for this. Thank you.